ghetto rig right now trying to set this up. I've been wondering why my freaking house, I cannot keep it warm because I just noticed the windows open. Anyways, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here, my name is Whitney. I am a mom of 2 babies. Their names are Addison and Mackenzie. Addison is my older daughter. She is 2.5. Mackenzie is my younger daughter. She is 1. They're amazing. They're awesome. I love being a mom. I'm trying to film this. My mom just called me. Take 25. I wanted to do my fitness journey. I wanted to explain my fitness journey to you guys and how I got to where I am now. So I'll do like a brief synopsis of it. I'm not gonna go super in depth with it, and I don't want this to be like a 30-minute long video. I just want it to be like wham bam, thank you ma'am, bang for your buck, let's get it done. I guess in high school, or all growing up, I've always been some sort of active. I've done cheerleading and volleyball. I did gymnastics for a little while, so somehow I've always been active, and it was always just second nature to me. I just did those things. I didn't have to think about wanting to do those things, and so of course you have to stay fit and active. So, you know, there's conditioning and warming up and all that stuff that you do every day, and you just don't think about it, so obviously it's going to keep you fit. And I also had a very fast metabolism, so I was always very skinny, very tiny. I never even thought about my weight. That never really changed after I went to college. I never got the freshman 15. It just didn't happen for me, which I was very blessed for that. And then I was in college, and then I actually ended up leaving college, kind of just going into the workforce, having a job, and kind of just giving myself responsibilities. I don't know why I did that. I did. So here we are now. I have 2 kids, but the span of that time, the biggest thing for me was having kids. That's what changed my body so much. And of course, everybody says that, but I was not one of those privileged women to not have cravings and indulgences while I was pregnant, and just to gain a little bit of weight. And then, you know, a month after I had the baby, it seemed like I never had kids. I ate a lot, especially with my first daughter. I ate so much food, and it wasn't like I craved healthy things. It was stuff that was not healthy for me. So, I mean, one thing I did crave that was healthy was watermelon, but why couldn't it have been like broccoli or something? You know, I had my first daughter, and I was getting ready to get back into the gym and be motivated and get things going. And then, what do you know, 3 months later, when I was really starting to get active, I found out I was pregnant again with my second daughter. My first daughter, I did gain about 50 pounds, which is so much. It didn't look like I weighed that much because I was a little bit underweight before that, but it was so, I've never weighed that much in my life, so it was life-changing for me, not in a good way. I ended up gaining a lot of weight, and then I got pregnant again right after I had my daughter, so I really didn't have time to lose any of the weight. So geared up, you know, had another baby 9 months later. At that point, going from my pre-pregnancy weight to after I had my second daughter, I had gained 80 pounds. 80 pounds, you guys. It was the most weight I've ever gained. I've never looked like that before. I've never felt more out of my skin. I just didn't feel like myself. I was really active on social media before I had my first daughter, and then, you know, after her, I got a little more quiet, and then really quiet after my second daughter. I was such a recluse. I didn't want to go out in the world. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to take pictures. I didn't want my face in it. I hated having a round face. I always looked at my face in pictures. When I took pictures of I kept taking pictures of just my kids, not me with my kids, and I kind of regret that for the memories aspect of it. I didn't need to post it anywhere, but for myself, I should have been a little bit better with it. I just disappeared basically for over a year. I was very down in the dumps. I was very like mentally not preparing myself to get back into shape and what my body back to where it was, because I knew it was going to be a lot of work. I wasn't mentally prepared to be there. So a couple things happened in my life really motivated me to get back in the gym. So I started going to the gym every day after work. I started going to the gym, and then I started reading about supplements, things you can take, and I thought about doing like weight loss pills and stuff like that, and I was like, you know, usually people that take those, they either end up not working and they spend all this money, or they lose the weight so fast that when they stop and they're happy with the weight that they are, they bounce right back really fast. So I didn't want to do either of those things. I wanted to do it the right way. Eating healthy, having the right supplements, and just doing it slow and steady. I learned about protein and what you do and what you don't want in it. I learned about BCAAs and how important they are for you. I also learned about pre-workout and the different kinds and how different it is for everybody. My first protein I ever got was Arbonne, and I was obsessed with it, you guys. Obsessed with it because it tasted good. It was a vegan, gluten-free, no fillers, very, very healthy for you. And I ended up using a lot of their products when I first started, my fitness journey, and it helped me a lot. It replaced a meal if I was too busy to actually make one because I have 2 kids. And then I also learned about BCAAs and helping my muscles recover, but what I really, really focused on doing was being consistent with it, not falling off, having a plan, having the right mindset. And so I kept going to the gym every day, or trying to go to the gym every day, at least 4 to 5 times a week. And if I couldn't do that on those off days, I would still be eating good so that it would counteract the days I wasn't able to make it to the gym. I started seeing results. I took, nobody saw these pictures, nobody has seen these pictures, they're just in my phone. I started taking progress pictures, and once I started seeing a difference, I was obsessed with being more healthy, obsessed with being healthier, being in the best shape that I possibly could be. I started reading about recipes and healthier foods to eat, and then I also found things that were healthy but also they tasted good, so that I could pass it along to my kids, so they thought that they were having macaroni and cheese when really it was gluten-free, dairy-free. They never knew, so hopefully they would just grow up knowing this tastes better than the other stuff that's not good for you. All in all, I'm in the best shape I've ever been in my life. I'm not stopping here. I'm going to keep going. I don't think I would ever compete or anything like that, because that's not my goal. My goal is just to be the best version of myself that I can be for me and for my kids. So now here I am. I'm almost back to my pre-baby weight. It has taken me a while, but consistency is key. You can't just fall off, and you can't think of it as a diet or just a temporary thing. It has to stay consistent with your life and your lifestyle. You have to keep doing it, and you'll see results. You totally will, but you have to have the right mindset and the right support system, because there's just so many building blocks. You can't go from the first step to the 10th step. You can't just jump that. You have to do all the steps in between to get to your goal. And everybody has a different goal. And that was another thing I loved being in the gym and the atmosphere that it had, and the people all there for the same reason. Not to, judge everybody else for what they're wearing or how they're doing something or anything like that, but the common goal of wanting to live a healthier life, better themselves in some way. And that was great for me. That's what I needed. And it's different for everybody, but you can't rely on certain things. You can't rely on a supplement to make you lose weight, or a person. It just has to be for you, for yourself. You have to better yourself and make yourself the most amazing version of yourself, and that's what everybody needs. They need you to be the best version of you. So that's my story. Short, simple, sweet. If you guys have questions, leave comments below. Feel free to send me a direct message on any of my social media. I'll put that below too. And let me know what else you guys want to see. If you want to see some of the workouts I've done, or I still do my schedule, my fitness schedule, anything like that, let me know. But it is the best decision I've ever made. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I love you guys so much. Please come back to my channel. Have a good day. Bye.